Hi, thanks for joining me on my market report. My name is Mike, and my market report is on mortgage rates. We go over what's impacting mortgage rates on a daily basis, whether it might come from something like the economic calendar, headline news, or geopolitical. It can sometimes even get more confusing if the market sentiment changes, whereas good news is now bad news and vice versa. So we try to give those explanations of what's the thought process with investors, what's going through their minds, and why they're doing what they're doing, and give you the information out there so that way you can make an informed decision for yourself. What if you're looking to refinance or purchase, because you may be watching the rates and want to know if you should lock or float. That's a term we kind of use in the mortgage industry, meaning that you can either lock now or hold until you feel that the timing is right. A little about myself is I am a loan officer. I do work with a national lender. We lend in all 50 states. So if I can be of any service for your purchase or refinance, I'd love to be able to earn your opportunity. But furthermore, we like to be a resource for you folks. So if you guys got any questions about anything, we'd be more than happy to answer, or be more than happy to answer anything for you folks. So please feel free to reach out. And without further ado, we'll jump right into it today. We do got a light report. It's not a this comes out on a weekly basis, brought out by the MBA, Mortgage Bankers Association, which mean called their mortgage loan activity report. So just I kind of like to look at it, engage as to if purchases or refinances are up or down from one week to the next. And as we can see here, on both levels, both were dropped. So that means there's been less refinances or purchases, or at least people applying for a mortgage on those two bases. Now, here's the data we get today. We got the housing starts. Um, this is by as you can see here, it dropped by 2.2% for the month of April. So it went from a lower revision for the month of March at 1.793 million down to 1.728 million. Forecast is showing it to go upwards from the revised number or downwards from the other one at 1.765, and it dropped even further down to 1.724. Now, we also got building permits, which are basically, of course, future housing starts, and that too, as you can see here, dropped by 3.2% month over month. Now, its numbers for March were revised slightly higher at 1.870 to 1.879. Forecast was showing a drop down to 1.812, and it didn't come in quite the expectations, but it did drop a bit down to 1.819. Now these will be interesting to watch, to monitor, because as we saw the home builders confidence level has dropped had a pretty sharp drop the other day. We saw that went from like 77 down to 69 on the index. That so again, we'll wait to see how much of a slowdown that may translate, how much that could translate. And I believe that was for May's numbers, so we'll wait and see if that continues to decline. Now, stocks are down. We got earnings reports coming out this week, and that's kind of what's taking the headlines for stocks. We got retail stores like Target had missed, Walmart missed. So we're kind of seeing a lot of misses now, especially on the retail side. And the big thing is that the investors are looking at is that the profit margins are the big issue. We got labor costs, all the different costs that have risen due to inflation are cutting in pretty steeply a lot of businesses' profit margins. And that's, of course, helping us out in the mortgage-backed securities. And you can see money flowing over into mortgage-backed securities, which people are buying bonds and helping us out. And we're having a much better day today. So right now we are up 33 basis points, which will translate to a better pricing today as a result. So we're seeing some improvements, and it continue to improve. So we're starting to see some even more rate improvements this morning as this continued to drive upwards. Earlier this morning, it was up about 15 basis points or so, and again over the last hour or so, we saw it continue to increase. So here's a kind of look at what it was today. So as you can see here, it went down slightly in the morning, but it quickly started rising as we went further upwards. And 10-year Treasury also coming down. It's also hitting its 25-day moving average. Right now, it's just under 2.9 under 2.9 at 2.89 right now. Lastly, we'll touch on what's the average rate for a conforming loan limit. These are the average rate across the U.S. They are delayed about a day. Also, they do have points built in, so that's why you won't see these in the eighth increments. So start off at 30-year fixed at 5.45, and then we got the 15-year at 4.84% now. So again, if you guys got any questions about anything, we can be of any assistance. Please feel free to reach out. Even if it's something as simple as a rate quote, we could be more than happy to help you guys out. Uh, if you guys like these videos, please help us out. We greatly appreciate you folks if you can help us out and smash that like button and go ahead and share the videos. We greatly appreciate you sharing us. You guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks so much again for watching, and we'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye-bye.